Hey, it's a new game. Excuse me. It's a new day. The weather is exactly like this outside. Wait. Options. Audio. Closed captions? What's that? Yeah. Should I? Large captions, disabled, enabled. Okay. Brightness. Crosshair. I don't know. Sensitivity? Okay. Director's commentary. Progress is saved at the end of each chapter. The lighthouse, the buoy, the caves, the beacon. Director's... Oh no, I don't know what I did. I didn't mean to... I was trying to... Why would I have director's commentary?
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore.
Wait. Oh. Wait, maybe if someone who is deaf can't... Maybe I better put them on. Okay. Oh no! I can have captions on. Okay. Controller? We don't care. Wait. What about this? What about that? Options, resume game, exit to the main menu. What does this do? Maybe this ruins it. I guess you shouldn't have director's commentary on before the game even starts. What?
Hello everyone, I'm Dan Pinchbeck, I'm the creative director of the Chinese Room, and this is the Dear Esther developers commentary.
Hi, I'm Rob Briscoe, I'm the artist on Dear Esther.
And I'm Jessica Curry, and
Okay. Just kidding. We obviously can't do that. I really will enjoy it at the end though. Okay. Obviously I will enjoy it.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Maybe we should have turned crosshairs on. Look at that old sink resting. The porcelain is worn off. How do I look at anything? Zoom in? Ooh. I really need some tea, I gotta tell you. I feel like I should have put crosshairs on. Hang on. Okay, maybe I didn't need it. Well, Esther, where are you, girl? Girl. Where are you, girl? Okay, I washed up on the beach. Pretty nice. Lighthouse. Ooh, it's cold. I'm freezing. Can I jump? No? Okay, there's no jumping. Can I walk into the sea?
Come back.
Okay. Sorry. Trophy? What do we get a trophy for? Did we see something? What is that? Okay, well. Hey, we have our own lighthouse. Alrighty. We go low, then we go high. Oh my god. This is the kind of game I like. It's so nice and quiet. No one's around. I could live here. I'm sure many people feel this way. Wait, let's just stay here for a second. This would be good ambiance for me during the day. When I want the rain. Just start a new game. Oh, you can jump.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Oh, this would be a cool place to sit. Just turn it on and leave it here all day. This is cool. I'm a big fan. I don't know what this game is about. It was on sale for $2 and it was in my wish list. I'm jumping. Nothing's happening. There we go. No? Oh, maybe that wasn't jumping. Maybe it was just zooming. See, this is better when the world is like this. When no one's trying to kill you, it's just spooky and atmospheric. This is much better. Did I wash up on shore with Esther? Where are you, woman? That's pretty green glass. What, I can't get down? I can't get up? I want to go up. Well, can I jump off? I hope we didn't miss anything over there. Maybe we better check. Ocean is so spooky. Hi.
When you were born, your mother told me, a hush fell over the delivery room. A great red birthmark covered the left side of your face. No one knew what to say, so you cried to fill the vacuum. I always admired you for that you cried to fill whatever vacuum you found. I began to manufacture vacuums just to enable you to deploy your talent. The birthmark faded by the time you were 6 and had gone completely by the time we met, but your fascination with the empty and its cure remained. I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
Oh my god, I had it muted the entire time. Okay, well, I unplugged the headphones so the cats and dogs could hear the atmospheric.
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight, he landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend, but then he didn't have my reasons.
I was saying, this is my kind of weather. And I'm sure many people like it as well, but I wonder if it ever becomes night here, or day, or if it just stays the same.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and notice and aid, or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
What is going on in this place?
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Oh, I can't go up there. My dog is about to bark. Excuse me, pup. Sorry, little pup. Excuse me. It's
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, He'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
What? If he's having coffee, he can't be past it.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat, in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
What? What is this guy talking about? I really don't know what this man is about. This game's so sad. Can I go over there? Ooh. No. No, no. It's kind of weird when you can't cross the street. Guess I don't know how to climb.
I've become convinced I'm not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candle, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
In video games, you expect night to come so fast. I'm like, where's the dark? But perhaps it's real time. I always instantly leave my camp and never look around. I'm like, I've got to get out of here. I do like that you can't run. Donnelly trophy.
Dear
Because I left
Esther,
the.
I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
I hear that. Oh no, it's giving Detroit Become Human. I know what's in there. Quite a way to park a ship.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean. Into oblivion.
Maybe you don't pick anything up in this game. Maybe you just look and listen. Land ho. I can't jump. I can't go in the ship.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Okay. I guess we don't go in the boat, or climb the rocks, or climb the hills. Interesting.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk. When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition. Come back.
Where am I? I completely lost all sense of direction. Isn't I over there?
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the area and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore. The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either. Three cormorants seen at dusk. They did not land. This house built of stone, built by a long-dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished. This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
Why does everyone have the exact same book? Is there only one book to read on this island? Well, rest in peace, Shepherd. Oh my god, a Mass Effect quote. I mean, a Mass Effect, Okay, we're gonna stop it here. And we will return to this lovely but sad place.